name is Regina de la Paz Escobar Melchor,
Amazing. And what city do you live in?
Columbus, Ohio.
How long have you been a caregiver?
Um, I have cared for others' children for multiple years, but for my biological, I've taken care of my first granddaughter, which is now 21, and I have her sister now, which is 5 years old, but I've had her since she was 5 days old. And yeah.
Do any of your own children live with you?
My son,
How old is he?
he is 37.
Gotcha. And how many kinship children live with you?
Two.
And what are their ages and genders?
The one has, they're both girls, and the one is 21 now, and then I have the 5-year-old.
Gotcha. And what is your relationship to them?
Grandmother.
And what about your legal relationship to them?
I have full custody, and the one has got, since she's 21 now, has went out of my, care, but I'm still caring for her. And then I'm full legal custodian, guardian of the 5-year-old too.
Gotcha. What is the reason the children came into your care?
My son's girlfriends, because the oldest has a different mother than the youngest, and their mothers, and that got into, the first mother was in a lot of criminal problems and alcohol. Then the second one, my son and the baby's mother has problems with addiction.
Gotcha. Do you have support from others? Family, friends, neighbors, church?
We belong to a local church that they do, like support, talking to them, and just that worship makes you feel a lot better, and the child. My neighbors, they're all understanding, and they help out sometimes, they bring their children down to play with the youngest one. I don't have much family myself except my own 3 children. My daughters, they do help when they, are able to, because they have their own families. My husband, and when he's home, because he works too. But that's basically, besides the community, like Children's Hospital, stuff like that.
What are the challenges, and how could these be improved? Specifically in terms of supports, financial, food stamps, childcare, school, health, mental health, respite, activities, support groups?
Well, the kinship care, and that you get so much, and sometimes I don't pay for everything. And I was on disability myself, and I had to end up going to work because it isn't enough to help out with an extra person in the home. So therefore I had to go back out into the workforce and give up my disability. Sometimes my health is not that good, but respite care is very hard because the oldest sister decided she wanted to leave me. That helped take care of her. So therefore, that's when I lost my first job when I went back because I had no daycare. So, and I had no idea how to even get daycare because I never had to use it before. So that was a challenge, but the Ohio Can is the one that directed me in my right direction of getting daycare. So I got to go back to work, and I got to do my full-time nursing school. Yeah.
What about challenges with housing?
I haven't had a challenge because I did move homes after I had her because I had a smaller home. So I did have to get a bigger one, which is a lot more money, almost triple the money of what I was paying. So yes, that is very strenuous on our family, but I do the best that I can do to provide.
What about your own personal needs, your health, your mental health?
It's very challenging, but I'm a type of person that I keep going. I don't give up. And a lot of people tell me they don't know how I do it, but I keep on going. It's very challenging.
Are the parents involved at all?
My son is somewhat, but the mother is still lost in her addiction. So she only wants to try to come around while she's, intoxicated. So we try to keep out of the situation. She doesn't know her mother as her mother. She thinks it's her sister. And my son is her brother. And I'm mommy, my husband's poppy. And when the counselors and them think that she's old enough, because I've spoke to the, behavioral health and that, then we'll tell her. Until then, it's a decision. I'm the only mommy she knows. And I don't want her subject to that behavior. And that's my job, to protect her. Which is very hard because, there's questions that's popping up, that, hey, mommy, was you chubbier when I was in your belly? And was I like this? Or am I like how my brother and sisters it was? And so it's big questions that I've never had to answer that's coming out now. And it's very difficult. It's very, the parents don't understand of what grandparents or any other caregiver has to, deal with. Of, the ups and the downs and how to answer the questions the correct way. And that, so it's a lot huge challenges.
What are the rewards?
The rewards to me is she keeps my body keep on going, that I don't just slow down. She gave me it brought another part of me out to try to finish things in my life that I had stopped before, like going back to the nursing school to finally finish my career, my dream that I've always wanted since I was a child, because I know I need something more to be able to take care of her, until she's an adult. My health, I couldn't walk before hardly. I was on oxygen 24/7. I was way overweight, but now I'm down over 150 pounds. I'm just, it's like a new life, and that I've gained a whole new life, and that she's brought out of me, that I've put on hold for many years. Yeah.
What are your hopes for the child in your situation? Reunification with the parents? Long-term responsibility?
That's a big question there. I'm thinking for me long term, because I don't believe that I'm not saying so much about my son, because my son, he's very responsible. But the mother, even her own family, said that they don't think that she'll ever change, because she's almost going on 40 and she hasn't changed not one bit yet. And so, she's incompetent her own self. She can't take, that she has to have a person take care of her own life. So there's no way she's ever going to be able to take care of a child too. So long term is probably how it's going to end up. And with her being 5 and having her from 5 days old, that would be very, very hard to give up. Because she's like my own. Yeah.
Is there any other pieces of your story that you would like to share?
I feel that like there should be as bad as it's getting with a lot of the parents or other family members that do have to take care of all the children. I think there should be more fundings or more, because there is support out there, but sometimes it's hard to get into the support. And like these support groups that we go to, that's what we get sometimes because it's too hard to get in to certain groups and to therapists and that, because there's a waiting list or and stuff. Because like that's my challenges with her is the behavioral health and that, because she was an addict, born an addict also. So we have to deal with a lot of all the behaviors from where she had all the drugs in her systems. And sometimes it's, I can go through all the parenting classes in the world. And I have been 12-week. I've went through like 6 or 7 12-week sessions. They haven't helped her. The system needs to get it where the child is getting more help too. She needs to learn how to deal with her issues, with her overstimulation, how to direct it, and then if one day it happens to come out of who the mom is and dad is, that there's going to be something there to back us up. And because with my route that I've been so far, I haven't been so lucky with my resources. And that's why I've reached out to the kinship support groups so that I can talk to other people, that maybe other people can direct me in the right directions and can relate to how I feel. But yeah, I mean, it's just very, very challenging. Sometimes it gets rough, but I always think about what would happen if I wasn't there. Where would she be? And would she ever see her family and stuff? Yeah.
Regina, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.